Good day, grade 11s. In this lesson, we're going to learn about the reduction formula for 360 degrees plus or minus theta. Right, so we're going to do exactly the same as what we did for the 180 plus or minus. We're going to prove it to you. So if we start off with our basic triangle, where we're going to use this triangle here at point P, and we say that it is angle theta away from the x-axis. And I'm going to let this be 4 again, and this be 3, and then by Pythagoras that is 5. Then again, as per usual, we know that using our SOHCAHTOA, that sine of theta in that little first triangle is going to be opposite of our hypotenuse, which is 3 over 5. Cos theta is adjacent of our hypotenuse, which is 4 over 5. Tan theta, which is opposite over adjacent, is 3 over 4. Right. Now let's start with looking at minus theta. Minus theta. So what we're going to do is we're going to reflect this about the x-axis. So we're just going to take theta and pull it down over here. And then that means that because that is the same size angle, I apologize for my bad drawing, that is still 90 degrees. This is still 4 because that is still the same distance there. This is still 5, and that distance there, because this is just P reflected about the x-axis, this is now going to be minus 3. So let's have a look at our red one. So the sine in our red triangle of theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, which is minus 3 over 5. Our cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, so it's adjacent of hypotenuse, which is 4 over 5, which we can see is the same as before. Our tan theta is opposite over adjacent, which is equal to minus 3 over 4. But do you see that that is exactly the same as saying, on the grand scheme of things, as saying sine of negative theta, or cos of negative theta, or tan of negative theta, because by reflecting across this x-axis, all I'm doing is going minus theta degrees from the x-axis. This is positive theta and this is minus theta. So therefore we can say that cos of negative theta is going to be the same as cos theta, because that's 4 over 5 and that's 4 over 5. Awesome. Which we should have expected, because remember, all stations to Cape Town. What is positive in this quadrant? The cos, right? Now let's talk about sine of negative theta. That, if we look at this, this is minus 3 over 5 for sine of negative theta, is the same as 3 over 5, but it's got a missing minus sign, so therefore it's negative sine theta. And similarly, tan of minus theta is equal to the same as the same ratio. This is 3 over 4, but this is minus 3 over 4, so it's minus tan theta. Okay, and there's one more thing that I need to talk to you about in this, and this is this 360 minus theta. So grade 11s, if you look, you can see that if I go from here all the way around to there, then that is equal to 360 degrees, which is all the way to the top, minus theta. So this cos of minus theta, sine of minus theta, tan of minus theta is exactly the same as saying cos of 360 minus theta. This is the same as saying sine of 360 minus theta, and this is the same as saying tan of 360 minus theta, which is why I put it on the same slide. Right, now let's look at 360 plus theta. 360 plus theta is actually really easy, and I'll tell you why. Because, do you agree that there is theta, right? So now, if I had to go from here, from the x-axis, and I'll go all the way around, back to here, do you agree that that was 360 degrees? So therefore 300, let me just change color so you can really see what I'm talking about now. Change color. So 360 degrees plus theta is going to be all the way around there plus my theta. So what do? I get exactly back to where I started. Okay, so therefore your 360 degrees plus theta is exactly the same as just saying theta. So therefore sine of 360 plus theta is going to be the same as sine of theta. Cos of 360 plus theta is equal to cos of theta, and tan of 360 degrees plus theta is just tan of theta. So that's really easy. So 360 plus theta is exactly the same as theta. You're just going all the way around again. So life gets very easy when we have a 360 plus theta. So to finalize and to just put this really into your head, okay, this bit here is theta. This here is 180 minus theta. This here is 180 plus theta. This can either be thought of as minus theta or as 360 minus theta, whichever way you want to do it, because you could think of it as going all the way around and then going back a little bit to the new theta. And again, in your first quadrant, or everything is positive. In your second quadrant, only the sine is positive. In your third quadrant, only the tan is positive. And in your fourth, only your cos is positive. Right, grade 11s, in our next lesson, we're going to apply this knowledge, so please make sure you know it. Have a great day.